Yeah, good morning, student. Today we are going to learn about sources of energy. So, first of all, what are the characteristics of a good source of fuel? The following are the characteristics of a good source of fuel. They are: it should have a high energy output for unit mass or value. It should be easily available. It should be easy to store and transport. It should be economical. These are the four important characteristics of a good source of fuel. Now, source of energy. There are two main sources of energy. They are conventional and non-conventional source of energy. What is conventional source of energy, my dear children? The conventional source of energy are wood energy, flowing water, and fossil fuels. And fossil fuel nothing but coal, petroleum, and natural gas. These are the conventional source of energies. And what are non-conventional source of energies? And these are the solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, ocean energy. In ocean energy, tidal energy, wave energy, ocean thermal energy, geothermal energy, and nuclear energy, etc. Some sources of energy are renewable like sun, wind, flowing water, ocean and wood and biomass, etc. These are called renewable source of energies. Some source of energies are non-renewable source of energy. They are coal, petroleum and natural gas. Let us see conventional source of energies. First one, fossil fuels. These are the fuels formed inside the earth from the remains of plants and animals. After millions of years, the fossil fuels are coal, petroleum and natural gas. Fossil fuels are non-renewable source of energy. So they should be conserved and used judiciously. Disadvantages of fossil fuels. Burning of fossil fuels release gases and harmful particles which cause air pollution. Burning of fossil fuels release acidic oxides of sulfur and nitrogen which causes acid rain which is harmful for living organisms, affects soil and water, causes damage to buildings, corrosion of metals, etc. Burning of fossil fuels release a large amount of carbon dioxide gas which increase the temperature of the atmosphere and cause global warming greenhouse effect. Here children observe the figures which reflects about greenhouse effects. Now first one, thermal power plants. In thermal power plants, the heat energy produced by burning fossil fuels like coal, petroleum or natural gas is used to heat water and change it into steam, which rotates the turbines of generates to produce electricity. The principle of classical power plant is here. Observe the children how the steam is producing, how the steam is by using steam, how it is rotating the turbines, and when turbines are connected to the dynamos, how they are producing power. This picture tells about all these things. Hydroelectric power. In hydropower plants, water from rivers are stored by constructing dams. The water from the dams flows down through pipes and rotates the turbines of generators to produce electricity. Observe children here, and one of the famous hydroelectric power is situated in Srisailam. That is SLBHS, Srisailam Electric Bank Hydroelectrical Station. It is located in Mamnar district. It is there in Mamnar district. You can, whenever you visit Srisailam, you can have a glance about this hydroelectric power plants, which is the biggest Asian hydroelectric power plant. Advantages and disadvantages. Flowing water is a renewable source of energy. The electricity produced does not cause pollution. The water stored in dams can also be used to control floods and for irrigation. And what are the disadvantages? The initial cost is high. Large areas of land gets submerged and the decomposition of vegetation produces methane gas, which is greenhouse gas. It causes displacement of people from large areas of land. Now biomass energy. The waste materials and dead parts of living things are called biomass. For example, wood, animal dung, vegetable waste, agricultural waste, sewage, etc. Biomass is decomposed by anaerobic microorganisms to produce biogas. Biogas is a mixture of gases containing methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and hydrogen sulfide, and biogas plant. Biogas plant was a large underground tank made of bricks and cement. The lower part is digester and the upper part has a dome with a gas outlet. On one side of the tank above the ground is a mixing tank, and on the other side of an overflow tank. Animal dung is mixed with water in the mixing tank and the slurry is sent into the digester. In the digester, the slurry is decomposed by anaerobic microorganisms and after a few days, biogas is produced. The gas is taken out to the gas outlet and used for heating and lighting purposes. The slurry left behind is rich in nitrogen and phosphorus and is used as a manure for crops. Observe children here how the structure of biogas plant. Now wind energy. Wind energy is used in windmills which convert the kinetic energy of the wind into mechanical or electrical energy. The kinetic energy of wind can be used to do mechanical work like lifting water from wells or grinding grains in flour mills. It can also be used to rotate the turbines of generators to produce electricity. A single windmill produces only a small amount of electricity, so a large number of windmills in large area are occupied, coupled together to produce more electricity in wind energy farms. Advantages. It is a renewable source of energy. It does not cause pollution. The recurring cost is less. Disadvantage. Wind is not available at all times. It requires a large area of land. A minimum of wind speed of 15 km per hour is required. Non-conventional source of energy. Solar energy. Solar energy is the energy obtained from the sun in the form of heat and light. The heat energy is used in solar heating devices like solar cooker, solar water heater, solar furnaces, etc. The light energy is used in solar cells. Solar cooker. The box type solar cooker has an insulated box painted block inside. It is covered by a glass plate which allows heat to enter inside but does not allow heat to escape out. It has a mirror to reflect more sunlight into the box. The food to be cooked is kept in containers inside the box. It can produce a temperature of 100 degrees to 140 degrees. Solar water heaters. A solar water heater has an insulated box painted block inside with a system of copper tubes. It is covered with a glass plate which allows heat to enter inside but does not allow heat to escape out. When water flows through the copper tube, it absorbs heat and becomes hot. Next, solar cells. Solar cell is a device which converts solar energy into electrical energy. Solar cells are made from semiconductors like silicon, germanium, gallium, etc. A single solar cell produces a voltage of about 0.5 to 1 volts and produces about 0.7 watts electricity. So several solar cells are arranged in a solar panel to produce more electricity. Nowadays, it is alternative energy for all of us. So in each town, there is a large area occupied by the solar pans. Solar power plants are establishing very rapidly throughout the country. Advantages. It uses renewable source of energy. It produces electricity which does not cause pollution. It can be used in remote areas where there is no power supply. Disadvantages. It is a special grade of silicon which is expensive. Since silver is used for connecting the cells together, it is more expensive. The current produced is DC and to convert it to AC increases the cost. Solar panels figure, observe children how it is. Energy from the sea. Energy from the sea is obtained in three different forms. They are tidal energy, sea wave and ocean thermal energy. Now what is tidal energy? The periodic rise and fall of sea level due to the gravitational attraction of the moon causes tides. A dam is constructed at a narrow opening between the land and sea. The movement of water during high tide and low tide can be used to rotate the turbines of generators to produce electricity. This kind of electricity is called as tide energy and sea wave energy. When strong wind blows over the sea, it produces huge waves. The kinetic energy of the moving wave can be used to rotate the turbines of generators to produce electricity. And ocean thermal energy. There is a temperature of difference between the warm surface water and the cold surface water at the bottom of the ocean. This difference is about 20 degrees. The warm surface water is used to boil liquid ammonia and the vapor is used to rotate the turbines of generators to produce electricity. The cold water from the bottom is then pumped up to cool the vapor back to liquid. So tidal energy, observe children here how it is. Figure. A sea wave energy and ocean thermal energy and next geothermal energy. Say the deeper regions of the Earth's crust is very hot. This heat melts rocks and forms magma. The magma moves up and collects below at some places called hot spots. The underground water is in contact with hot spot gets heated into steam at high pressure. By drilling holes into hot spots, the steam coming out can be used to rotate turbines of generators to produce electricity. And next, nuclear energy. So nuclear energy is the energy released during nuclear reactors. During nuclear reactions, some mass is converted to energy, and so a very large amount of energy produced during nuclear reactions. Nuclear reactions are two types. They are nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Let us see the nuclear fission. It is a nuclear reaction in which the nucleus of heavy atom like helium, uranium, plutonium, etc. splits into two smaller nuclei with the release of large amount of energy. It is used to make atom bombs and to produce electricity. In a nuclear power plant, the heat energy produced by a controlled nuclear fission chain reactions is used to produce steam, which rotates the turbines of generator to produce electricity. A nuclear fission. It is a nuclear reaction in which small nuclei fuse together to form a heavier nucleus with release of very large amount of energy. The energy of sun is produced by the fission of hydrogen nuclei to form helium nucleus. It is also used to make the hydrogen bomb. Advantages. It produces a very large amount of energy per unit mass than any other source of energy. If safety measures are taken, it is more environment friendly than fossil fuels. Disadvantage of nuclear energy. The cost of nuclear reactor is very high. The availability of nuclear fuel is limited. Nuclear reactors produce harmful nuclear waste, which is difficult to dispose. Thank you. Have a nice day.